everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am here to share another video of my monthly goals. Can't believe we are at March already. That's nuts. Sorry that my Feb monthly goals video has not gone up yet. A lot happened in Feb of so many things changing that I just haven't dedicated time to finish editing the video. So I'm going to do that as well. So these videos will come out close to each other. But my Feb goals, I did really well at the start of the month until I changed jobs. I left a previous role and started working for myself / being employed one day a week somewhere else. So it all interlinks with each other. So I'm working for myself now, plus doing, of course, my lovely notepad planner business. I'm just trying to work out my routines for the week because my weeks have been a little bit all over the place for the past 3 weeks, and I'm just learning new routines to fit into what my work schedule is. So yeah, that's what I'm currently working through. I still did quite well with my goals in Feb. I'm gonna pull them up later on Notion and I'll quickly run through how I actually went with them, and then we'll get into March goals that I've set and go from there. February health goals. I had minimum 3 workouts a week. I would say that I stuck to that for almost every week, but the final week of Feb, so I was doing 2 weights workouts and golf once a week, so they were my 3 workouts. I wanted to play 2 games of golf in terms of competition, which I did, one 9-hole, one 18-hole competition. I wanted to head to the driving range for practice. I did that. I wanted to take Ruby for walks 2 days a week because I've been really slack, and I took her once for the entire month. So I feel bad about that. Average 8,000 steps a day. Tick, I'm so proud of myself. I've been trying to do this for like the last 4 months and I just haven't been able to do it. I was really struggling. I ticked it off. There were some days in a row that I was doing more than 10,000 steps and it didn't even feel like I was having to go out of my way to do it. So I'm very happy about that. I wanted to meal plan every Sunday. Didn't do it. I'm getting better at planning my meals, but I definitely didn't sit down and meal plan every Sunday. And I wanted to hit 10,000 steps at least once a week, so I definitely did that. Personal goals, I wanted to read each night. I wouldn't say that I did it every night. I was quite consistent. Just again, at the end of the month, I did drop off a little bit there, and I wanted to turn off the TV at 8 p.m. Sunday to Thursday, so sort of like the work week, which I was pretty close to turning it off at 8 or just after. I felt like it gave me time to do a bit more of a night routine and not feel so rushed that I need to get to bed really late. Business goals, I wanted to get 300 followers on Instagram, which I did, tick. I wanted to get 300 followers on TikTok. I did not get there, but it's slowly increasing. I wanted to make an extra order in my business than what I did in January, but weird month, no sales. I'm just being completely transparent here. I literally made no sales in February for the entire month. I'm not giving up. I know there's parts that to any business that you have to work through, and I'm still a very new business, so I've just got to build my brand and get people to know who I am and what my business is. So I was a bit disheartened at the start, but I'm understanding that it does take a lot longer, and I'm in it for the long haul, not just to make a quick buck. I've made this business for a reason, and I know that once they get out there to more people, people also love my products. So yes, no sales in Feb, I want to send 2 emails to my mailing list, which I did. So at the start of every month, if you're not on my mailing list, I'll link it in the description below. Each month I send out a goal setting PDF that you can either print or add to GoodNotes or however you like to do it. And it's a whole little structure there of setting up your goals for the month. I wanted to film and post 2 YouTube videos, which I didn't do either. And lastly, my finance goals. I wasn't able to save the amount I wanted to put into savings this month, just in relation to a job change and setting up my finances moving forward. I did put $200 to my wedding savings account though, so I'm happy with that. I paid off $200 off a credit card. I stuck to my monthly budget, happy about that. And I wanted to make $40 in surveys for Feb, and I actually made just under $100. So I'm happy about that. My March goals that I have set. So I'm not sure if I had mentioned it in January, but my word for the year is consistency. That's what I love about setting monthly goals, because I can make sure that that word is at the forefront every time I'm setting my goals, and not just setting a goal and if I don't achieve it, I just leave it and don't give myself a chance to improve. So a lot of these goals are carried on from previous months, because that's how I can see myself improving. So my health and fitness goals, I'm keeping the workout a minimum of 3 workouts a week. And that's what I'm sort of picking those workouts as weights, strength training and golf, because I'm working through the 75 hard challenge. I'm not sure if anyone's heard of that before, but it requires you to do 2 45-minute workouts a day. I know I won't get to 75 days because there is an event coming up in the middle of April, and it's a fun big event that I go to every year, and I'm not going to enjoy myself at that event when I know that I love it. Anyway, I digress. I'm doing the 75 hard challenge, which I'm taking it day by day, and I'm challenging myself every day. And it says that if you don't achieve a specific part of it in one day, you go back to day 1, which I'm completely fine with, because I'm seeing it as a daily challenge, if that makes sense. So if I can get a few days in a row, amazing. And if I can keep going, I will be pushing it every day to act as if I'm going to be achieving the full 75 days. I want to play 2 games of golf again this month, but I'm just trying to figure out if it's possible to play actual competition golf. What I might do, I've got just 1 driving range practice. I might increase that to 2 driving range practices instead and see how we go. I've kept in there walk with Ruby 2 times a week, because it is going into March, which means it's going to start getting cooler and gives us more time to go at any time of the day. So I might use that as a nice lunch break. Daily average, I'm keeping the daily average at 8,000 steps across the entire month. And once I know I'm consistent at that, I'll then increase from there. I've kept meal plan every Sunday. I know I'm getting there. I'm getting super close to having it all set up. Especially 2 days, I'm away for like breakfast and lunch. So I've actually started planning those in advance and taking my breakfast and lunch with me, which has been awesome. And it means I'm not going to go snack on other things, and keep my 10,000 steps once a week. Section of personal goals is read 10 pages daily. I gave myself the goal for the year to read 10 books, and I've read 1. I'm trying to mix it up between personal development books and fiction books. And again, turn the TV off at 8 p.m. because the next personal goal is to really establish my night routine for the entire month of March and have that down pat, especially moving into autumn and winter when it's colder and darker and you like to be in bed earlier to be cozy. Business goals: reach 350 followers on Instagram, 350 on TikTok. Want to make planner orders, so have some orders for my business. Considering I didn't have any in Feb, send 2 emails to my mailing list. One of those has already been done, and the second one will be the start of the busy schedule campaign that I'll run. Film March goals. I've really separated the YouTube video goals here. So if I film it, I can tick it off. If I edit it, I can tick it off. If I post it, I can tick it off. And the other one is edit the Feb goals video and post that. Finance goals: put $200 to savings, $100 to wedding savings, $200 off my credit card, stick to my budget, make $100 in surveys, and I also want to hit a particular amount in my income for this month. And the habits that I'm working on for this month, some of these are as goals and some of these are just habits that I continuously work on every month, and some are new added in. I've put in my habits to hit 2 liters of water a day. The next habit is wake up and out of bed before 6:30, and I'm not going to say every morning, but I do hope to do that most mornings. Most mornings I actually tick that off in Feb. It was just some days where I was quite exhausted from those 11 hours, which caught up to me sort of 2-3 days later. Do my gratitude journal every morning. My steps are in there as a habit as well. A habit is my morning skin routine. If I sort of let that lapse, I can start to see breakouts. So when I stay consistent with that, my skin is always looking quite nice. I've got a little bit of BB cream on today from when I had a work meeting. I've updated the habits tracker to include parts of the 75 hard challenge, so 2 of the 45-minute workouts are put in there. So they are my current habits for the rest of this month, and I think at the end of March, moving into more autumn, winter, I live in a place that is extremely freezing in winter, so I need to be more, strategic, tactical in my habits when it comes to the colder months, because I need to be able to stay consistent with them and work on them even when it's dark at 5 o'clock. So that's my goals for March. Yes, I feel really excited for March. I just feel like there's going to be so many opportunities coming my way, and it's just a feeling that I have, and it's making me really excited. So I can't wait to share what those opportunities actually are when they do arrive later. But this is the daily planner. This one I find so helpful working for myself now, because I can really plan out my day of if I'm working on specific businesses, that I can separate of what hours I'm going to work on those businesses or certain parts of that business. The weekly planner, it's like the daily planner and the weekly planner are my most popular sellers. But this one is so handy to lay out your entire week so you can see exactly what you've got on for the week. I use this for on a Sunday to plan out my entire week, so I know what I have on, what workouts I want to do, if there's a specific goal that I want to focus on. And it's got a full habit tracker here as well, which is super handy. The A4 daily planner, it has 2 to-do lists. So it has a full normal to-do list and then a goals to-do list, and then a habit section down the bottom. I use this every single day just because I like to separate my goals to-do list from my actual to-do list. So my personal to-do list is things around the house that need cleaning if I need to go pick anything up, if I have to go to an appointment, if I've got a work appointment. And then in my goals to do list, it's like I use it sort of as my reminder of habits. I use that part and this for both habits. And then if there's specific goals on certain days, like my workouts, I put in here. Anything that's related to goals goes in here. I then also write my goals every single day because it's such a great way for me to remember that I need to achieve those goals or do those goals or do a certain section of those goals. And after a week, when I sort of check over everything, I go, oh, I haven't even started that goal yet. Well, can I do it right now? Or can I do that tomorrow? And then I'll write that down on my list for tomorrow. I will link to my website down below if anyone is interested in checking them out. I did have such a beautiful message on Instagram yesterday, and someone had written that they have finally started using their weekly planner and they planned out like their entire week. And when it came to yesterday, when they were actually doing it, they had actually almost all ticked off everything they needed to do for that day and the next day. And it was just so nice hearing that they told me that they really loved using it. And that's the point of me making them, is because I love them, but I made them because I want to help busy women get their shit done. If I don't write stuff down, I will forget it and I won't do it. And I find that we get so busy in our lives that we just sort of focus on things that we think are the most important, but then we forget about ourselves. And that's what our goals are. They're about ourselves. And if we're not thinking about ourselves at all, we're never going to sit down and actually do the goals or achieve the goals that we want to achieve. Thanks for joining me for this March video, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.